Okay, this is section 6.2, part 1. We're still talking about factoring. And now we're going to talk about how we factor trinomials of the form x squared plus bx plus c. So the first thing we need to do is find two integers whose product is c, meaning they multiply to give us c, and whose sum is b. Remember, sum means add, and as I said, product means multiply. Then we use the two integers that we find to write x squared plus bx plus c as the product of two binomials. So then we can FOIL it out to check and make sure we're right. If a polynomial cannot be written as the product of two other polynomials, other than 1 or -1, we say that it is a prime polynomial. Okay, let's try an example here. So we have x squared plus b is 14 and c is 45. So let's start by listing all the numbers that multiply to give us 45. Well, that's 1 and 45. It's also -1 and 45. 2 doesn't work. We have 3 and 15, -3 and -15, and 5 and 9, and -5 and -9. So now we need to know if we add these up, which equals positive 14. So 1 plus 45 is 46. That's not it. -1 plus 45 is 44. That's not it. 3 plus 15 is 18. That's not it. -3 and -15 is -18. That's not it. 5 plus 9. That's 14. So the 5 plus the 9 is what we want. So what do we do with those? Well, we just write our binomial product. So we have x plus 5 times x plus 9. Okay, let's try number 8. So b is -20 and c is 99. So we need everything that multiplies to give us a positive 99. Well, that's 1 and 99, -1 and -99, 3 and 33, -3 and -33, 9 and 11, and -9 and -11. Now, we need to add these up, and we need a -20. So 1 plus 99 is 100. That's not it. -1 plus -99 is -100. That's not it. 3 plus 33 is 36. Nope. -3 plus a -33 is a -36. Nope. 9 plus 11 is positive 20, but we need a -20. So that's not it. So -9 and -11. Finally, there is our -20. So our two numbers are -9 and -11. So when we write our product of the binomials, we have x minus 9 times x minus 11. Now, we didn't check the last one, but let's check this one. So if we check it, we just multiply it out. Remember, that's a FOIL. So we have to do the x times both things, and we have to do the 9 times both things in the other parentheses. So x times x is x squared. X times negative 11 is negative 11x. Negative 9 times x is minus 9x. And negative 9 times negative 11 is plus 99. And if we combine like terms, we have x squared minus 20x plus 99, which is what we started with, except with a's. All right, so I should have used a's. Clearly, I'm good at paying attention when they change the variable on us. And that was sarcasm, in case you couldn't catch that. And I still missed a couple. Let's see. All right, now everything has the correct variable. All right, why don't you guys... Well, I better show you number 9 before you try your own. So, this time we have 2 variables, but that's okay. So, we need 2 things that multiply to give us negative 14, and we'll talk about what to do with that y squared in a minute. So what multiplies to give us negative 14? Well, either positive 1 and negative 14, or negative 1 and positive 14. We could also have 2 and negative 7, or negative 2 and positive 7. Now they need to add up to be a negative 5, because that's what we have for B. So 1 plus a negative 14 is negative 13. That's not it. Negative 1 and 14 gives us a positive 13. That's not it. 2 and negative 7. That gives us a negative 5. So that's the one we want. And since that's the one we want, we don't even have to check the other one. So if we go down and factor this, we have an x plus 2. Now notice we have a y squared on our last term, so that means we need to just tack a y on. And then times x minus 7y. Okay. If you want, you can try number 10 on your own, or we can work it together. So for this one, let's see. Our B is a positive 2 and our C is a negative 8. So we need to find everything that multiplies together to give us negative 8. Well, that's 1 and negative 8, negative 1 and positive 8, 2 and negative 4, or negative 2 and positive 4. And it has to add to be positive 2. So let's see, 1 and negative 8 gives us negative 7. That's not it. Negative 1 and 8 is a positive 7. That's not it. 2 and negative 4 gives us a negative 2. That's not it. Negative 2 and positive 4. That gives us a positive 2. So the negative 2 and positive 4 is the one we want. So if we factor that out, we have x minus 2y times x plus 4y. And remember, we have the y's because there are y y, there's a y squared in our third term. So again, we could check this by FOILing it out. So if we check, we have x times x gives us x squared. X times 4y gives us 4xy. Negative 2y times x gives us negative 2xy. And negative 2y times a positive 4y gives us a negative 8y squared. So, combining like terms, that gives us x squared plus 2xy minus 8y squared, which is what we started with. Alright, that concludes this video. We'll talk about this some more in the next video.